Hey, how's it going, guys? This is your host Trillionaire, and today we're going to be going over a new project by the name of B0x, box for short, and we're going to be discussing some of the pros and maybe trying to poke some holes in it. It seems like a pretty exciting idea, so we're going to go ahead and go through this together, and I'd love to hear your guys' input in the comments below. If you guys want future reviews on different ICOs and different projects coming out, do feel free to go ahead and send me leave a comment or send me a message on Reddit or any of the other social media platforms I'm on, and I'd be happy to respond to you. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump right in without further ado. Do have, by the way, another ICO video coming out tomorrow. Haven't quite decided which one I want to do just yet. Maybe a little later in the video I'll give you guys a few ICOs and you guys can pick the top one that interests you for the idea. But anyways, going ahead and jumping right in. So here we are. This is how I ran across it initially. New ICO, welcome to B0x. I found this on FTrader. And essentially what it is it's a borrowing and lending platform that works on 0x standard relays. If you're not familiar with 0x standard relays, I've brought that up here for you. 0x standard relays essentially powering decentralized exchange. 0x is an open permissionless protocol allowing for ERC20 tokens to be traded on the Ethereum blockchain. Okay, so what does B0x do? It is a decentralized margin lending protocol and liquidation oracle marketplace on Ethereum blockchain. So it allows you to trade on a decentralized blockchain. All right, there's nobody saying yes or no or telling you you can or you can't. It's all decentralized, and it's a marketplace that allows for this to take place. Very exciting, because now all the people who are already doing lending through other platforms, centralized platforms, now have another option to do it in a decentralized manner without limitations from their governments, if there are limitations, which, you know, there always are regulations and limitations for these sorts of things. This kind of strips away those regulations, those bounds. So we can go ahead and have a look at the white paper. If it's out, they have not released a white paper just yet. You know, anytime I do an ICO review, I try to go over key points of the white paper. Generally, I'll read the white paper myself, but I don't believe that the white paper's out yet. It still says coming soon. So in the future, when they do come out with a white paper, I'd be happy to go over to that with you guys if you're interested. But again, this looks like a pretty interesting project. So you guys can go ahead and contact them on Telegram, Twitter, Medium, GitHub, and from what I understand, oh, and of course, email up here. From what I understand, they are a pretty easy group to get a hold of. Okay, here we go. So what have we got here? This is on medium.com, and this is at B0xnet, and these guys are saying, as we prepared our official announcement, we noticed on Denver website and swarmed by an outpouring of intense interest. These guys could work a little bit on their English writing skills. Within 24 hours, we had been solicited by enough investors that we could immediately meet our pre-sale and hard cap had we not wanted to minimize the number of individuals with outsized token allocations. I like the fact that they didn't go for that, if that's true, that they didn't go with just selling to a bunch of private investors initially. There's another project that I was very excited to get in on, and unfortunately they didn't opt for that. They went ahead and sold out to private investors, not giving the public an opportunity. I don't think that's very fair. That's one reason why I don't really like IPOs, because it kind of, maybe not so much private investors, but they need accredited investors, which completely takes away the ability for anybody who doesn't have a substantial amount of money already to begin investing, which of course is the best way to get yourself out of poverty or any sort of horrible situation, is by, or get yourself further advanced with finance, is by investing your money and allowing your money to work for you. So Anyways, moving on. The official white paper release is scheduled for the middle of February, so we're coming up on that very soon. When they do that, I will be going over that white paper with you guys so we can really hash this out and see if it's a good project, but nevertheless, I'm still very excited about it, and that's why I'm bringing it to you now. They said that we will be making our GitHub repositories public one by one in the period approaching the release of the white paper. Everything presented therein, as well as on the website, is only part of the first phase of this project. Our grand plan, in quotations for whatever reason, for B0x will be further revealed in a series of Medium articles over the coming weeks to months. So again, at B0xnet on medium.com is a great place to follow these guys to stay up to date with the most pertinent information regarding this project. So they do describe the project in this paper pretty well. This is the best source so far that I found for this project. And it goes on to say, our MVP prototype for the first phase of our project is under heavy development and will be fully functioning on the Ethereum Ropsten testnet shortly. After we optimize the contract for gas usage and subject the contracts to at least 2 security audits, we plan to launch on the mainnet of Ethereum network. Following the launch will be a token generation event, TGE, for the sale and distribution of our utility token, B0x token, to the public. The B0x project has 2 layers, the protocol layer and the Oracle layer. And here we have a nice graphic for us. The B0x protocol is escrow funds, followed by Oracle interface, followed by disbursement of interest, and the Oracle layer is for margin calls. The protocol layer contains the B0x.sol and B0xvault.sol contracts, which control the order, object logic, escrow of funds, and decentralized governance. The protocol layer is governed by B0x token holders to facilitate seamless and decentralized contract updates. Much like with 0x, the B0x token is used to incentivize relays to aggregate order books. The Oracle layer allows for monitoring the health of margin accounts and for liquidating trades when these accounts fall outside the margin maintenance requirements. And if this seems like a lot of technical jargon, it is quite a bit of technical jargon. There's a lot of things that are difficult to understand here, and this is just from a personal investment ICO investor perspective. So in the white paper, I hope that they're going to clarify these things more for those of us who are interested in the project so far. Continuing on, bounty hunters are incentivized by the B0x Oracle to call the liquidate contract method when the account is below margin maintenance. The bounty hunter is challenged by the Oracle using a call to the Kyber network on-chain price feed to prevent malicious or premature liquidation. I like that they're going to be using Kyber network. I think that's a fantastic project. I hold KNC myself. That's the Kyber network coin token. Following a successful liquidation, the bounty hunter is refunded their gas costs and paid a small fee collected from the interest on the loan. At the close of the loan, the order taker is also refunded a portion of their gas costs. Lastly, whatever remains of the fee collected is stored in the B0x Oracle contract to act as a systemic risk insurance, issuance of which will be voted on in a decentralized manner. Okay, that's going to be interesting to see how they make that happen. But nevertheless, anyways, a more detailed explanation of B0x protocol can be found in the white paper forthcoming. Okay, that's great. That's exactly what I was asking for. We look forward to contributing to and being a part of the vibrant, growing Ethereum community. So I like that they recognize that what they're saying there is complicated as all you know what, but they're going to be clarifying it for us. So looking forward to that in the next week. And of course, I'll be releasing a video as soon as they come out with that white paper to make it a little easier to understand for everybody. But they have a nice infographic here for us to check out. And it looks like All right, trade on 0x relays and manage assets. That's the borrower. Box.sol, controller for all subcontracts. And we got the handshake in the middle with the lender here. And the lender is getting a 10% fee collected on the interest earned by lenders. And Oracle interface.sol interfaces with Oracle contracts. Box.oracle.sol sets Oracle parameters. Goes on to use Kyber Network, provides on-chain price feed, provides liquidity for margin calls. So Kyber Network is going to assist with that. BoxVault.sol stores loan funds and collateral and monitors BoxVault. Box Oracle identifies margin calls, call liquidate, bounty hunter. All right, and the 10% fee, we get refunds for gas, we get Decentralized insurance fund from that 10% fee, and the SUGR token backed by Ether is going to facilitate the entire process through the 10% fee there. So, okay. Decent infographic, still a lot to digest, and we're going to be coming back to this very shortly here. To answer a few more questions about this project, we're going to actually check out a response for, from the B0x team that was apparently sent in a private message to somebody who had made the question. Not sure why they did it privately. They should have done it publicly, but nevertheless, we're going to go ahead and have a quick look at that. So just one moment, folks. All right, so folks, so here we are. We had a great question by the user Polar1, and the question is, persuade me why this is better than Lendroid. And the answer is, I received an answer via PM, writes Polar1. 1, we have been developing our GitHub longer than Lendroid. 2, we have significantly more lines of code than Lendroid and are much farther along. 3, they haven't even started building out their front end while we are aiming to be done within the next month. So a lot of things forthcoming with Box in the next month. So this is a great time to be paying attention to really decide if this is something that we want to invest in or not. Obviously, I'm not going to make a decision on that until I read the white paper thoroughly. 3, they haven't even started building out their front end. Well, okay, I already said that. 4, we have a lower hard cap, 35 million versus 40 million, so they're lower by 5 million. Essentially, that's the same in the grand scheme of things. 5, we have a much fairer token distribution than Lendroid. That remains to be seen. We'll have a look at that when things come out. Our token distribution is a mirror image of 0x. Okay, that gives a little more clarity. We can check out what the token distribution of 0x was and have a look at that to really give us an idea if this is something good. But from everything that I've heard in the past, the token distribution of 0x was a quality token distribution. 6, our design is in another class. Lendroid's idea of wranglers and 3-minute auctions is fundamentally broken, forcing lenders to be their own wranglers just in case the market moves against them. Don't really like that. Basically, that's saying that with Lendroid, if you're the one who's lending, you're going to have to go out and get the money yourself, if I'm understanding that properly. And we all know how that's going to work on a decentralized network where there's really no governing body stopping anybody from not paying in the long term. I mean, if folks want to continue to use these sort of decentralized platforms in any sort of regular capacity, they are going to need to maintain a good relationship with everybody on the platform. And obviously, when you get margin called and you don't pay, you're not going to continue using that platform for a very long time. So anyways, moving forward, 7, even if our Oracle solution isn't the best, we think it's better than Lendroid's. We're making it easy for people to develop new solutions on top of our protocol. Okay, I like that. 8, our team is not just good, but brand name. Tom is the lead engineer at a multi-billion-dollar company. Lead engineer at a multi-billion-dollar company. Okay, that's impressive. Which one? Adrian is the type of person Y Combinator companies call in when they need the big guns. In contrast, Lendroid is essentially all done by Vignesh. user VigSun, I'd be interested to see an intelligent discussion and comparison on this subject. And this isn't really the subject of this video, but if you guys are interested, you can go ahead and just search ftrader for this link. In fact, I'll make it easy for you guys. I'll just post a link to all the relevant links in the description of this video so you guys can check it out and not waste any time. But nevertheless, the reason I'm bringing you guys this video is because it is a very interesting idea and does seem like it could be a quality project. We will see once that white paper comes out, and then we'll be making decisions on whether or not it's good to invest in. Let's have a look at their Twitter. Okay, so their Twitter, not very active. Last one post, February 3rd, 8 people following, 52 followers. I mean, if this is backed by the people that they say it's backed by, and they only have this amount of people following, could be getting in on the ground floor of something early, but this could also be absolutely nothing. Let's go ahead and join their Telegram. I'm gonna have a look at this real quick. 330 members in their Telegram. There you go, folks. We will not be investing in this unless you've got about $50,000 to invest in. I'm sorry to even waste your time with this damn video. The idea is exciting, but if you want to pick up some B0x tokens, you're going to have to do it after the ICO. Looks like they're catering to bigger investors over here. But nevertheless, since some of us have $50,000 to throw at an ICO, do have a little bit more information while we're here, and that is, it looks like the tokens are selling for around 7.3 cents per token during the pre-sale and TGE. We aren't giving any discounts to pre-sale investors. What we do have is a pre-sale hodlers club to encourage our largest holders not to flip their investment. When we speak out about an allocation, we are talking about how much we are allowing any one investors to purchase. Some investors are large and could buy out most of our cap on their own, but we can't let that happen. Obviously, you can't let that happen because then they have too much sway over what happens to the token. Okay. So anyways, folks, that's where we're going to go ahead and cut it for B0x token. Don't really want to spend any more time on this because the majority of the viewers of this video aren't going to be able to benefit from it. So on to the next one. I'll be making another ICO video right now on a different token. Stay tuned, folks. And if you did like this video and you like the format that I'm giving it to you guys in, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. Peace.